The music and the performance and the fashion are one. I don't separate my art from my life. It is one whole thing.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Patrick.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Tom. And this is Chewing on Pearls, the show where we dissect and decipher Lady Gaga's chameleonic career and its impact one pearl at a time.
We're back.
We're back.
And Mayhem is out.
Yes. And yeah, everything is back.
Everything is back. It's 1:26 in the morning on Friday, March 7th.
Mm-hmm.
We listened to Mayhem once, start to back.
Yeah.
Front to bottom. I can't even speak.
Yeah, I think we're both kind of in a state of, well, first of all, again, we're tired. It's 1:30 a.m. basically, but also just a state of like shock.
And it's been an emotional day.
It's been an emotional day.
There's been a lot of feelings,
Mm-hmm.
all of them good.
Yes. Definitely any Gaga release day takes me back to who I was in 2020 with Chromatica, who I was when Joanne dropped, who I was when Art Pop and Born This Way, blah, blah, blah. So it's fun to like be in this space and in this moment, and also to be like recording this and
to have a platform.
Yeah.
To share.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, our listening party is tomorrow, technically.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But people have been like reaching out and looking to us and looking for our thoughts. And so I feel like getting on the mic right after listening is fun to do. It's difficult in some ways.
Yeah. We're still like we said, we've only listened to the album once. We're processing, but we have some thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our first thought is this is a Stephanie Germanotta album.
Yeah. We both said that. Multiple tracks. We were like, this is Stephanie. And like, what does that mean?
Which it makes it feel like there's something so correct about Gaga having dark hair doing promo for this album and having these interviews and like talking about her history as a musician from her earliest memories as a child to now.
Yeah.
Someone who's like a seasoned pop star veteran.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that feels so correct about her literally going back to her roots as like a dark-haired person.
Yeah.
It feels like she's on the other side of like quote quote playing the game.
Interesting. Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I can actually just be a musician in the way that like got me into this mess in the first place.
It can be about artistry above celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we could get into that. I mean, there's been so much press in the last couple of days that is a lot to digest. We haven't even digested all of it because we have lives and jobs and stuff. But like, just to touch on some of it, it feels like, she's talked about how having real solid companionship in her life has like allowed her to dive back into the artistry. It sounds like she's at a more healthy place with herself and her habits. Like she's alluded to a lot of things that just suggest that she is in a really good place. And even just in her affect in these recent interviews, you can tell she's clear and like knows what she's doing and knows she's doing what she wants and is enjoying that. And that's like all we can ask for from an artist we look up to so much and love so much. And you hear it.
Totally.
On this album, I think. There's so much nostalgia in many of the songs. And I think it's funny because as much as we're saying, oh, it's a Stephanie album, and I've seen discourse online about like, oh, it's like the Fame 2.0 or like whatever. There's like a lot of nostalgia that goes farther back than that too. Like you hear her influences, like you're saying, like music that she was probably introduced to when she was a teen and like a kid is coming through here. And I think that's really, really cool.
And now listening to the album, listening through, it makes sense that some of the early interviews that we saw, like when she broke down Disease for Rolling Stone, and she's like, you think the album is going to be one thing and then it's another.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes people hear things like that and they think that it's going to be like the diametric opposite. And it's like, no, it's not necessarily that. Like it's disease, and then it's like polka, like you know, like we're not like swinging that big, but I think more so in the sense that it's like, no, it's not gonna be all like these like heavy electro pop songs.
Right. And like she even said in that Rolling Stone interview, there's like these groovy moments.
And there really are.
Yeah. And I feel like you get past that first 4-track run and get into like Vanish Into You. And it's like, oh, there's like funk a little bit. And
yeah.
like,
Well, so Vanish Into You, I think, is a great place to start as like, this is something different.
Totally.
And it's sweet.
It's very sweet. It's very sweet and sad.
Yeah.
Too. I was like, why do I said this to you while we were listening. Like, why do I feel like I'm driving down the coast or whatever?
Right.
But also like sad.
Yeah. No, there is something. It's like a great road song.
Yeah. A lot of like mixed vibes on all of these tracks, I think. Like, and I think that's the hallmark of what Gaga is like that genre blending, but also just the vibe blending.
Well, and that's why I understand the mayhem of it all. So I think, I think with the imagery and kind of the vibe that has been pre-release of Mayhem, it elicited this kind of like dark, seedy, demonic, whatever, but it's like, no, it's actually being schizophrenic. Like that's that's the Mayhem,
right?
Where it's like she's like, I'm two people at all times.
Yeah, and I like have to be,
because that is what I wanted, and that is what I worked for, and now that I have it and have had it, how do I live with it?
Yeah.
And we were saying this as we were listening. We were like, oh my god, this is about her. Like, this is her singing to her.
Totally.
And, like, basically every song is that way.
Yeah.
Even the songs where she's like, I could be your girlfriend.
Right. Or, like grab my ass or whatever. Yeah. There's, like, this push and pull, this, like, love-hate, this desire, and this, like, shunning of whoever she's singing to. And, like, obviously it's pop music, so it's supposed to be open to, like, interpretations. Like, it could be about a man, a lover. Could be about yourself. Like, I don't know. It just knowing Gaga with the depth that we do, I think you're right.
And I know a lot of it is like we're alluding to things, but there's a lot of talk of like substances and like being in a state and where it's like some of that is metaphorical, but some of that is also probably literal too.
Yeah. Like, I just wonder how far back she tapped, because there's a lot of like talking also about like the dance floor and being in the club and with the light, like a lot of allusion to that, or like bringing me closer. I'm like, how far back did she go?
With my ripped jeans.
Totally. Like, I see you and your crew on the street feels so like Abercrombie and Fitch, like 2005. Like, it's so interesting. And I think it's very telling that she did the Zane Lowe interview in that bar.
Right. And that Zane Lowe was like, Zombie Boy would make this place go up.
Yes.
Because you listen to it, it's like, no, it would.
Yeah.
And it's like the Stephanie Germanotta band is like debuting their new song, Zombie Boy.
Yeah. It's like, it's funk with a theater vocal. Like, I don't know. It's just weird, because it's like hard to talk about, because it's just so Gaga without trying to be.
Yeah.
It's just like the core elements of what her music has always been, which is like that. I don't know. There's like an element of camp. There's an element of drama. There's an element of theater. There's an element of like sadness and darkness. There's an element of like dance. Like, that's just what people know her to be.
And a really good fucking chorus.
Yeah. And without it being convoluted by like her sitting down and being like, the concept of this record is like the birth of a new race. Yeah.
Right.
Which of course is like something any 24, 25-year-old artist would do.
Right.
You know, like, I'm not shading Born This Way, that's my girl. But like, she's kind of just being like, this is like my gothic dreams. That's like the farthest she's gone
right
with that, which is basically saying like, my ideas. My music.
Yeah, no, my music. She's like, I'm a musician and I made an album.
Yes.
Which is
so
almost
kind.
like more radical than anything she's ever done.
Totally. Yeah.
And the fact that it's like, it's called Mayhem. And there are some songs on it and some of them are the same and some of them are different.
Yeah.
But
some are deeply personal, some are
for the Formula
for the
One
masses.
ESPN commercial.
Totally. And I think because like it can be just silly and fun, and it can also be like me writing a ballad about my fiance. Sorry, Michael.
Not yet. Play your cards right.
Yeah, play your cards right. Get that blade of grass out.
Yeah,
honey.
girl, come on now.
But yeah, there's just something really almost like comfortable about this album. I think like it felt, even listening to these songs for the first time, I felt like it felt fresh, but I also felt like
I know this girl. In a way where it's like, I know this girl. I've seen her play before. I'm so glad she's on this lineup.
Yes, it is that.
It's almost like this could be a debut album for like another artist.
Interesting. Yeah, like it's almost like a reintroduction.
This is the first Lady Gaga album for like the youth.
Totally. I mean, it's been 5 years since the last one.
Right.
Like, there's like a whole slew of kids who are like, fell in love with Abracadabra, Die with a Smile, and are like probably listening to this tomorrow when they go to school. And that's insane to me.
Yeah.
And their idea of what Gaga is will be so informed by this. And I think they're lucky.
And
because it's accurate.
And crazy that like that 13-year-old that's being bullied is like still having the same experience as like the 13-year-old that was bullied during Born This Way, where it's like Gaga is still a bastion and a beacon for like queer people and
freaks
and authenticity in a way that's like, yes, no, fantasy can lead you to truth.
Fantasy, performance, alter egoing can be like the most freeing thing or whatever. And here I feel like she's saying, yeah, it's hurt me, but ultimately I still choose it.
Right.
And that's powerful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. There's so much here.
And the fact that she can even talk about it in that way, where there was so much pressure on her because of the world that she built and like the world that she changed, honestly. Like she changed pop music forever. Not saying she's the only one who has, but it's undeniable that things changed. There was pre-Gaga and post-Gaga. But for her to be in a place where she can kind of shirk some of that and be like, yeah, that was what it is, but like I'm not gonna try to be that person. And that's what I think is nice too with, we're seeing these fan interactions at like the Little Monsters press conference, and so many of us want to know about the past, and we want to know about like, why are these things that you said you would do, why haven't you? And her just kind of being like, why am I going to revisit something that I didn't want to give you in the first place if I didn't think it was good enough then?
Years ago.
Yeah. And I feel like it's very clear to her that like her musical journey is about progression.
Totally. About, like she has said, learning something new every time.
And what she learned this time is, I can still make a good fucking album. Like, without any of the bells and whistles.
Yeah. And the thing is, the bells and whistles are still there.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what's so funny about it, because that's just who she is.
Less so than the album that was the quote normal girl album, Joanne.
Agreed.
Where it's like, this feels more like some person you could meet. Like, Joanne was not like
a quote unquote normal girl, regular girl. Yeah. It's interesting. And I said this to you, and I think I said this probably on the show, but my speculation early last year and late the year before was that I thought the Chromatica Ball tour was the end of like the second stage of her music career. And I feel like listening to Mayhem tonight, I was like, I was right.
Yeah, no,
this
100%.
is the beginning of the next, and you can feel it.
Yeah,
you can really feel it.
There's
she
so much
called art pop an ending at one point, the ending of the beginning of her career, and I feel like just projecting this onto her career, sorry girl, it's just like that tour seemed like the closing of another chapter.
Yeah,
and like I'm excited to see what she does and doesn't do going forward. Yeah.
Well, that's what's so interesting too about this album, and like the imagery, which we love.
Mm-hmm. Obsessed.
But now that I've listened, I'm intrigued by the choice.
Why?
I just think that...
How is a better word?
How, yeah. I just think that it's like so... Not that it doesn't have a point of view, but it is just like editorial, fierce, really visually interesting, but no theme or like, you know what I mean? Like there's no world building. Like we're seeing her.
I think the edit is just it is the narrative, and that's it.
Yeah.
No world building. But then again, you think about like the Born This Way album visuals, and it's like she was in a vacuum in that, you know.
But she was in all these little fantastical worlds.
That's true, and she was talking in interviews about those worlds.
Right.
I think you're right. I think it is stripped back conceptually, which I think probably feels really relieving and good to her.
But not stripped back in the like jeans and a t-shirt way.
Right.
It's like, no, I'm still going to be like, it's still about...
I'm a visual artist.
I'm a visual artist. Exactly. And it's like, it's not that what the visual output has been for Mayhem, not that it isn't enough,
right?
But the fact that it doesn't have to be anything besides what it is.
Right.
Which is just cunty images.
Right. And like, that's what kind of bums me out about some of the like fan questions pushing her to talk about the past, because it's like, this is the exact thing
I want to know about the now. I want to know about the why of now, and like what is it about, like, so I guess not that I'm like taking back what I just said, but what is interesting in the visual imagery so far is like the treatment. Yeah. This kind of like collage, the like
it feels
visible
like it's
tape.
Like a film quality to many of the images.
Yeah. It's like a physical image made digital.
Yeah.
The overlapping. The like cut and paste.
Totally. Like what about, I mean, we could really read into that, because like the split faces and the like parts of her face layered on each other, and like this idea of the perfect celebrity and like reacting against that, and the light and the dark of disease and abracadabra, and like the multiple gagas of it all. There's so much there that we could sit here and talk about for hours, and it didn't take all of those bells and whistles.
Right.
Yeah. Like there's a statement is being made. I'm not going to say clearly, because it's left to decipher a bit.
Right.
She's talked about it, but left to decipher
is the statement.
Right. And like, like I don't need to explain my art.
And that's not always the case.
Right. It hasn't been for her.
Right. Sometimes.
Yeah.
In the past,
I know.
She couldn't get out of her own way when she would talk about her work.
Yeah. And I actually think that, I mean, I don't want to discredit one of my favorite Gaga albums. I say that about every Gaga album. Right. Chromatica, I think there was not a lot of press because of the pandemic, but when she did, I feel like a lot of the way she talked about the album confused people, turned them off. And in reality, I think she was kind of just trying to say, I was pretty low, pretty sad. Some of my producer friends were like dragging me into the studio, and we made like a dance record, and I like feel really happy about it. There's like house influences, and like it just like makes me feel really good, and like it's fun to put like some dark lyrics into like a dance track.
Right.
Like that's, you know what I mean? And I'm not shitting on the Chromatica concept because I like it. I'm just saying that like
we didn't have to create a new world.
Right.
Like,
right. And I think that album, she was feeling the pressure to do that, probably.
Yeah, I would agree.
And then 2 years later, when she tours it,
it's incredible.
All of that is gone too.
Yeah.
Like the whole like idea of Chromatica being a planet or like a world and the tribes and all that.
And yeah.
Yeah. Like I just wonder where that all came from and like if it was.
And that the Chromatica Ball tour is the genesis for Mayhem.
Totally.
Which we knew. Like,
totally.
And
I
it's
think
confirmed now that Michael Polanski saw her on tour and was like, so where, like...
We need to tap into that.
Like, where is this? Yeah.
I think she stood on that stage and she saw that she is a star no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful. That's powerful. And I think it a lot, like you're saying, it allowed her to make this album
to just make music.
Mm-hmm. It's fierce. Let's talk about some standout tracks for us. How about that? We don't have to go track by track because we've listened once, y'all.
Yeah, we've listened once, and we're going to be talking about Mayhem for a bit now.
We are going to do some tracks episodes.
Well, yeah.
Like we're going to dive in, but
this is just initial reaction. 2 a.m.
Yeah. Zombie Boy gagged us both.
Yeah.
It surprised me.
Yeah.
It just surprised me.
Yeah.
And I liked the snippet in the Disease video. And now I'm like, that is a masterpiece.
Yeah. No, totally.
Totally surprised me.
I think we also felt that way about Killa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really liked Killa.
Yeah.
I said when we were listening, like, if this was a 25-minute song on a loop, I would listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a feel good.
Well, and
sexy.
what I loved about like those songs and that kind of, like we said, a lot of like the middle chunk of the album, it's like, this is Retro Dance Freak, this is Dirty Ice Cream, this is Fancy Pants, this
Disco
is
Heaven,
this is Vanity. It's like, that is that girl.
Yeah.
And like a lot of that was pre the Fame.
Pre the Fame record, but also pre-Fame.
The actual Fame. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny. And the groove is so good. Oh, and there's a lava lamp in the room we're recording in. So I'm
the groove is present.
The way that grooviness and like disco adjacent quality finds its way into so many of these songs is unexpected and like fresh.
It's like glam rock, groove, funk, 90s pop.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like...
But then, on the flip, there's all these, like, 80s new wave moments.
Totally.
Too.
Yeah. I feel like Don't Call Tonight has some of that, if I'm remembering correctly. What was the other one? How Bad Do You Want Me?
Yep. Shadow of a Man.
Yeah, Shadow of a Man.
The Michael Jackson phrasing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to send this to my dad.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
literally.
It's so insane to me. And then like the softer moments with the Beast, which was also an unexpected vibe to me.
Yeah. And like we are saying like softer, but also still has some like grit and
it's like dark foreboding.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Even with her, quieter, if you want to call it that, or softer songs, it's like there's so much production happening.
Yeah.
Like even Blade of Grass, it's like by the second verse, it's like, or maybe the second chorus, it's like we're full
here.
swing.
Yeah.
There's instruments.
Well,
there's production.
Let's talk about our tracks that we claimed before we heard the album. So you claimed Perfect Celebrity.
I did.
And how are you feeling about it?
I feel really good about it.
Yeah, as you should.
Even listening to it, I was just like, I think this is one of her best songs.
Yeah.
Because I felt her speaking truth to power. Like it just felt like, even like, it felt direct.
Yeah.
And real.
Yeah.
Edgy. kind of unlike anything she's made. And actually, I would say Blade of Grass is kind of unlike anything she's made, too.
And that Blade of Grass was the song that I claimed.
So that's funny.
That is funny.
Our minds.
I really do love Blade of Grass.
Me too. I was like not looking at you in the car while we were listening.
I know. I'm like,
it's just nice. It's really nice to hear her sing a love song,
but then
and know who it's about.
But also, it's like Blade of Grass is a love song, but in a way that makes it feel like, I don't know. There's something there where it's like, it's not all rainbows and butterflies.
No,
like,
no. There's like a little bit of a.
It's like you and me against the world, kind of.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Which is funny because then Die with a Smile is literally like.
Yeah.
The world is ending. I want to be with you. But feels a little bit more romantic and, I don't know, classic in a way.
Yeah.
In terms of a love song.
Yeah.
Where Blade of Grass
did have like this edge to it.
Yeah. It's
in
like
the lyricism
foreboding.
And the vocal delivery, I think, which made it super interesting and not to compare, reminded me of, not of Dope, the song, Dope, the live performance at the YouTube Awards. Just that kind of like very minor key kind of energy. And isn't there a key change at the end?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Loved that. And Perfect Celebrity, she had teased in Paris with a snippet. And the snippet that she teased was like the last 8 seconds of the song.
Which is insane.
Because it was something very different than I thought it would be in the best way. Oh my gosh. We claimed some good tracks. Yeah. But also we would have won if we claimed any tracks.
Honestly.
Like it's really good.
And we're not just saying this because we have a Lady Gaga podcast.
Right.
If Mayhem was not the album that we love, that we're experiencing right now, we would let you know.
Yeah, it is like, it's fun to be older.
Yeah.
And to be growing up and grown up. And to like watch her music progress in that way too. And like feel that change in her. And like, just because we've both been following her for so long, for more than half of our lives, it's easy to like track your own personal progression against what we've perceived of hers, because we can't fully know her, but like at least her artistic progression. And so it's interesting to be in this place where it's her 7th album. We're not preteens and teens anymore. And she's in this place where she's like kind of just reclaiming her lived experience as an artist. There's less escapism, and it's like, I don't need that either anymore.
Right.
Not as much as I used to.
Right.
So it's, it just feels good to be in this place, and it feels crazy to be in a world where this album is out.
And her like telling Zane Lowe, this album has some teeth.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it does.
It does.
Edge.
And for her to feel like she can confidently say that about like her own music.
Totally.
You know?
To talk about it pretty directly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like talking in circles around it or anything. This will be interesting to listen back to, this episode, when we do individual track episodes and really break them down after we've listened to them 7 million times each.
Because we honestly have only listened to this album once.
Crazy.
And then we got on the mic right now.
Right.
So like we're still even...
And all this interview stuff we still have to consume.
Yeah.
I feel like that will shape the way that we talk about things in the coming weeks. And not just the coming weeks, but we were both talking about how exciting it is to continue doing this show in a post-Mayhem world.
Right. Because it almost feels like Mayhem is like maybe the missing piece of a lot of the past couple years of like,
totally.
Where's she doing? Where's she going?
How's she feeling?
How is she feeling? Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's been very quiet.
Yeah.
Since Chromatica. Yeah. in terms of like doing that kind of like open talking about her feelings. And I love that for her. I'm like, be private, please.
Yeah. And her talking about like, I literally needed to go live my life so I could make good music.
Better music. Yeah. And like, girl, if privacy is what you need, have at it. We're not going to be the fans that are like, where is she? She only posts house labs.
Right.
Girl, do your thing.
Do your thing. I did love in the Zayn interview where she's like talking about Michael. She's like, he taught me a lot about my businesses.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Including this one, Lady Gaga LLC. Like,
literally.
Shit's working.
What's their record imprint? Little Monsters
Little
or something?
Monsters, yeah. Or Little Monsters,
Little
maybe
Monsters,
it is, which is funny. Wow.
Michael Polanski will always be famous.
He will. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Gaga, for
bringing Michael into our lives.
Yeah, and like...
Thank you, Cynthia, for bringing Michael into Gaga's life.
Just like having an open heart and like, you know.
And you know, I feel like, I mean, we're not famous, unfortunately. Not that we want to be. We could be. Give it some time. But I can imagine that it's such a risk to talk about your private life so publicly. And, you know, Gaga has done it a couple times now.
Yeah.
And it hasn't always worked in her favor.
Right.
So for her to feel emboldened and confident and comfortable in her relationship with this person, to be so forward about their love and how much of a role that he plays in her artistry, makes me really believe that like this is it.
How visible he was during Joker press.
Right.
I was like, okay.
And not to make this about people that we don't need to talk about, but like, she's not being like, I love my boyfriend. Like,
right. It's different.
It's different.
Yeah. They're partners, they're companions. There's like a whole different language around it. She's also a different person. Like this woman is 38 years old. She's not 26. Like very different.
But that being said, you can hear on the album where it's like when she was talking with Zayn and saying, you know, like, this is someone who just like appreciates me for being who I am, which is just a girl.
Just a girl.
And like those are the moments on the album where I'm like, this is sweet and tender.
Yeah, there are some like moments that feel youthful,
like, and she's just a girl.
Yeah, in this,
and kind of in a Gwen way too.
Yeah, like kind of speaking to like a universal experience of yearning, wanting to be yearned for, just being a girl on the streets with these guys,
and like being a silly girl at the club too.
Dancing in the club, like that's stuff that like no matter what, no matter how far you are from that point in your life, it's like it's relatable, and it's
the reason why I'll always go up for Boys, Boys, Boys.
Yeah, and I feel like she was, the last time she was not famous, she was like 20 years old, 21.
That's insane.
And like the last time she was living a quote unquote normal life was in the decade preceding that. And so that's like a lot of like youthful, girlish yearnings and ideas about love and about desire. And I love that she's not afraid to tap into that and not feel the pressure to make some kind of album with 12 tracks about companionship and with a dark edge. Like, you know what I mean? Like she can be like, we're dancing in the club.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said this off mic, I was like, is Gaga poly? Like there are so many songs where she's like, I could be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
You could be my boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
just like, yeah.
It's like, I don't know if she's singing on the same person she's singing Blade of Grass to, you know?
Definitely not. Or if she is, it's like, it's just one of the fragments of her, that is singing to Michael. And it's this part of her that's like,
but it's also like, there's
opportunity.
Play. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say play?
Play. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe.
I'm sorry. That just took me out because it made me think of like, we can edit this out, but it's like, oh, I've played with him before.
Yeah, you know,
gay
guys.
Yeah. The gay guys that are like, oh, we've played.
We've played.
It's like, oh God, I've played with him and his husband.
We had a play date.
Yeah. Oh God.
So crazy. not putting this album in an outfit, kind of like what we were talking about. But I do feel like what's fun is some of these tracks are wearing outfits.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah,
That's
the album isn't, but
moment.
the tracks are.
Right. And that's fun because it's like all of these are different shades of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool. And it's like speaks to the whole like fragmented Gaga.
Breaking news. Music is cool.
Music kind of cool.
Music is cool.
Kind of does something to you sometimes.
Yeah. It really, no, but I know what you're saying where it's like and this is also, we talk about with Gaga, it's like the stakes are always so high.
Yeah.
It's black or white. Like there is no in between. Mayhem is the in between.
Totally. Wearing the persona. It's like playing with the persona and the expectation that comes with Lady Gaga. And then also just like being the authentic artist that is Lady Gaga.
And we have these tracks like Disease and Abracadabra that really are all about the stakes and how.
Yeah.
And then you have like How Bad Do You Want Me?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Right. Simple.
Yeah.
Easy.
Pop song.
80s influence. Yeah. I don't know. And it makes me sad to think that there may have been a time where she was afraid to use some of these sounds because she didn't want to disappoint her fans, or like be pegged as like doing the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, there's no way that you could.
Right.
She knows that now.
Well, and as much as we're like, it's a return to form, it is also an evolution.
Yeah.
By revisiting.
It's revisiting core
like
influences
and like developmental moments, but it's not
Yes.
revisiting her own sounds.
Yeah, like also,
I think Abracadabra is like the closest we get to that.
Yeah. And also like what's wrong with an artist, the way that we like have these expectations of these women in pop. It's like what's wrong with an artist having like a style that she writes in a way that she writes, in a way that she produces, in a way that she approaches her music making. Like, isn't that normal?
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's just funny. Like, I do think probably in the next couple of days, we're going to see a bunch of discourse about the like return to form. And like, it can get very frustrating because it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of layers
Well,
there.
I feel like there will be criticism because there was this early like, oh, this is a return to form. And then people are going to listen to the album. They're going to think that that's what it was. And then they're going to be like, well, it's not the album she said that it was. But it's like, did she say that? Or did you project that?
Right.
Because you heard Disease and Abracadabra.
All she really said was, it's mayhem, honey.
Yeah. And she said, it's going to start one way and it's going to end a different one.
And that was true.
And that was 100% true.
And
And let's get into the ending.
Yeah.
Let's get into the Die with a Smile of it all.
Let's close our episode with the album closer.
The number one worldwide global smash hit. Die with a Smile.
With Bruno Mars. Hey, Bruno.
With Bruno. Hey, Bruno.
It ties this album up in a pretty package.
Yes.
Takes you from the kind of uncertain love song that is Blade of Grass into something maybe brighter, but also darker.
Yeah, totally.
Like it's just so, it was like wind beneath my wings.
And it fits the world of the album. People that are saying it doesn't, I understand, because was it intended for the album? Who knows? Is it on the album?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
We know she made it at the same time she was making songs on this album, so.
Right. Let her have a win.
If you're pressed about getting more newer tracks,
if you're pressed about Mayhem already having a Grammy, if that's what you care about,
yeah.
If you care about charts and streams,
yeah, then
shut up.
Shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up.
If you want a more new from her, buy the album from her store and you'll get a bonus track.
Yeah.
Buy the album
which we haven't even heard yet.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't know, there's more, and it's also like begging and demanding for more doesn't do anything. She's Lady fucking Gaga. She doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's just like, can't. Let's just be happy.
And also, she's re-engaging with her fans in a way that she hasn't in a long time.
Don't fuck it up.
Yes, don't fuck it up. She's looking at what you're writing.
Yeah.
She's watching your videos.
She's plugged in.
She's plugged in.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
She literally is telling us, like, I was scared.
Of you.
Yes. I was scared of the expectations you have of me. And I'm doing my best not to let them get to me because I'm in a secure and healthy space right now.
Right. And we're not saying that means that you have to blindly love the album.
Right.
You cannot enjoy it.
Right.
But maybe let's, I don't know, give it a week or so before we rip her to shreds.
Don't let it be that serious.
And that's what she said about it too. But she's like, the album isn't that serious.
Period.
And I think that's a huge thing for her to like acknowledge.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's always been the case.
Right. She's been like, yeah, Blade of Grass is about Michael. I love him. But it's not like she's going around saying, and there's a song about this crazy trauma. Like, she's just kind of like, listen to the music.
Yeah.
You know?
And if anything, she's geeked about the production.
Totally.
Which the album sounds great.
It does.
Her vocals.
I cannot wait to listen in headphones.
Her vocals, too.
Gonna change. The vocals are incredible.
Yeah.
And no notes.
No notes.
No
all
notes.
the notes.
All
She's
the
hitting
notes.
them all.
Yeah.
But we have no notes.
And she does. No notes for her. Like, every song I was like, the vocal. Like,
yeah. Multiple times we said that to each
done.
other.
So well
even
done.
even when she's talking.
Yeah.
We love when she
The
like
vocal.
talk sings. Yeah.
She breathes. We're like, the vocal.
What is she? She goes, Kila.
Yeah. Or even just like little, or like, on some of these tracks, it's like, oh my God, the vocal.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was it's 2:07 a.m. That was our Mayhem first reaction. More to come. I'm going to be traveling, but we're going to do our best to keep y'all in the loop.
And we'll see some of y'all at our party.
Yeah.
This Saturday, which
Hell yeah.
We're almost sold out. So
Crazy.
if you're listening to this and you are in Chicago and you still have not purchased a ticket and you want to come to the party, you might have to wait at the door.
You might have to wait at the door. So get a ticket now while you can. And happy Mayhem Day to all who celebrate. And if you got to the end of this, I assume you are. So
we're going to go listen to the album again.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.